Welcome to Rooted in Care, a space for slowing down and reflecting on what it really means to care for ourselves, physically, emotionally, and professionally. Each episode explores the quiet signals our lives offer us, where wisdom meets care. These reflections are meant to be listened to gently, not rushed. Take what you need and leave the rest. There is something important that happens when care becomes consistent. Consistent care forms discipline. When we are busy, insert air quotes as appropriate, care often feels like something we must remember to do. We schedule it, we mark it on our calendars, we treat it as if it should have special hours and days, as if it's an anomaly. But when consistency steps in, something shifts. Care stops feeling like an interruption to life and begins to feel like part of the structure that holds life together. That shift is when consistent care forms discipline. Not a discipline synonymous with pressure, rigidity, or forcing. No. Discipline meaning consistency, consideration, and deliberate, intentional, unapologetic awareness and attention. You see, in the beginning of my Rooted in Care journey, caring for my hair required intentional effort, marking it on the calendar, setting aside time. But when I became consistent, the act of caring created space. Space to pause, space to breathe, space to notice what was happening, not only with my hair, but with myself. And that space is powerful. That space helps us to notice when we are tired, to notice when we are overwhelmed, to notice when something in our lives needs attention. It allows us to recognize what is needed, when it's needed, and how it's needed. Because care creates the conditions where awareness can exist. And awareness is what allows us to make better decisions and to show up in spaces as our best selves, emotionally, physically, and mentally. This matters deeply for educators, for leaders, and for women who carry so many responsibilities. For those of us who fall into one or more of those categories, for some reason, care often becomes the first thing we sacrifice. We tell ourselves we don't have time. But the truth is that care is not something that takes away from our responsibilities. In fact, it softens them and, like hair, makes those roles more manageable. Care is what makes it possible for us to carry all of those responsibilities well. Because of the discipline that we've created for ourselves, and we create the spaces needed in our lives to better execute all of those roles. We develop space for clarity through the discipline of care. We develop space for reflection through the discipline of care. And through the discipline of care, we create space to become the people that we are growing into and are meant to be. This is Rooted in Care, where wisdom meets care.